Okay, everyone, now we are already in our final chapter, and here we'll see how to use After Effects to make a little compositing to our scenes to look better, some color corrections. So unfortunately, this software, it's not free. You have to buy it. I'm not sure is there any free version of this software, but I think the price it's not that high, and uh, it's uh, it's something normal like a price. Okay, so yeah, it's really famous software, and a lot of freelancers are using it, also the studios. And now let's start with the brief introduction inside. So here on the left side, when you create a new project, on the left side, you will find your project menu where all of your stuff will be, like the scenes will be imported here on the left. This on the bottom side is the timeline where we will make corrections, cuts and color corrections to our scenes. And here on the right side are the effects. So here you have audio, info, libraries. You have to find the effects and presets here. And inside the color correction menu are all of the settings which we will use to make the compositing of our scenes. Here we have file from where we can save our project. So when you click here on a save, you have to choose in which folder to save your project as any normal software. And also here is the import file to import some files inside the project. But we won't make it from here, we will do it inside the project menu here. So here's the composition, but this stuff first, I will show you how to use the things which we will need later. Most of the things here we won't use them. So let's start. First, I will show you how to import your scene inside the After Effects. So when you are here, you have to come here on these arrows to click project, and here the right button, import file. And now immediately you have to be in this window from where you have to find your folder. Where is your renders? So your renders are in EXR files, so you have to find the folder, and this are all of our frames which we already rendered with you. So here, for example, if you want to add this scene, you have to click only the first file here, and to click open EXR sequence, you have to enable it to click import. After this window will appear here, composition, you have to make it look like this and to click OK. So when you're ready, you find a folder here, and when you open it, you see there is a sequence here. You have to take it, to drag it, and to place it here on this, create a new composition. So drag it here, and immediately your scene will appear in After Effects. And here it's your timeline. You can see it looks good, but it needs a bit corrections. So let's delete this one now here. And now I already prepared all of the scenes which I rendered. And now let's add them inside the timeline. So first, the scene 1, I will take it and will place it here. After that, the scene 2. Here, if you want to extend the time of your composition, you have to find the composition. So it's here, this one. You have to, okay, it's composition settings, and here to write something like 49. So your composition will be 49 minutes. Not 49 minutes, sorry, 49 seconds. And now you have a bigger timeline where you can place your scenes. So you can see, okay, now let's continue with the other scene. So the scene 3, for example, here, you have to be here. Scene 4. Okay, again, let's drag it here. Okay, and this one, like that. So let's start now. Okay, first here we have to cut a bit because there is a delay in the camera, so I will cut it from here. So edit, split layer, and now you cut it to 2 parts. So now I will drag this here, and let's start. Okay, that's good. Okay, this red line here is the render. So if it's in red, everything here, so the animation will look smooth when you start it. If it's not, probably will lag because it's rendering. Okay, now we had some corrections from this cut which we made, and now we'll start render again. Okay, we don't want to have the wow animation, so I will cut it here because we have a lot of delay. For example, here also we have a delay. So I will cut it like that. Here. Okay, perfect. This is too long. So somewhere here have to be enough. So I will also stretch it like that. So you can cut it from here, edit and split layer, or if it's at the beginning or at the end, you can just stretch it with your mouse, left button of your mouse, and to place it where you want. Okay, now let's connect it with the next scene. So like that. And now this is the first animated scene. Okay, that's good. After that, when you're happy with the result you have to come here to click File, Save, and save your project. Okay, now let's add the corrections, the color corrections. So I will hide everything here and I will look for the lumetri color. So if you can find it here in the color correction, you can write it here, lumetri color, and you can place it. So basic correction is everything we will need. So I will write here -10 to make it a little bit more brighter, more white color. Now let's bring it back to 0. Now you can see the colors are warmer, but here are brighter. Okay, so this is perfect. So the contrast, maybe let's add 10 of the contrast, or even 20. Okay, so let's darken it a bit here to make it a bit darker. Okay, and let's see here. Let's see the whites. Let's write 20. Okay, a bit brighter. Maybe here blacks -20. No, it's too much. Now you can see how are the colors here. The black color, it's too much. So -5, it's enough. Okay, now it's time to add a noise, because the noise gives more realistic look to our scene. So let's write noise here and drag the noise here. So maybe 5. Now you can see how we have this noise in our scene, but 5, it's too much. Let's make it 4. Okay, that's good. And what you can do now, if you want to add the same corrections like here. Okay, let's first add one more correction. Let's see the exposure here. Oh, this is too much. So the highest possible exposure is 7, but here it's 7, it's too much. Maybe a bit. Let's see how it looks with 1. No, it's too much. Let's see how it's -0.5. Okay, maybe minus. Okay, something like that, or just 0. 0 will be perfect. We don't need to add the exposure, and I think now it's much better than before. So if you want to stop your effect from it, you can do it from here. Okay, and also we can add a sharp effect here. Let's see how it looks with the sharpness. So sharpen, let's see, and let's increase the sharpen here. No, it's not good. Maybe 10 only. Let's see how it's without or with it. No, without sharpen. Without sharpen, it looks more realistic. And yeah, so now you can come here to hold Control to select all of them, to click Control-C, and now when you're in your second scene, to click Control-V, and they will immediately appear in your next scene, which is really helpful to do it. Okay. Also here, Control-V, I will put everything to every scene. Okay, that's good. And if you want to move back to the project here, again a project, so let's add some more scenes. scene 7. Okay, scene 7, and I'll add one more scene. I won't add everything, so you have to do the same stuff for every scene here, guys, with the color corrections and how to place it into the timeline. Okay, I will add here this as well. Control V, and then here, the last one, Control V. And after that, click File, Save, or save as if you want to save a new project somewhere. And yeah, you will be ready with the compositing and editing of your scene. Of course, you can add a lot of color corrections if you're familiar with After Effects. You are open to do a lot of corrections if you want. But here I'm showing you only the basic stuff. Okay. Now what at the end we have to do? When we are ready with our sequence here with the timeline and everything inside, here are the lines from where we are stopping the our timeline, the sequence. So here, let's drag it here to the end of our animation. Here, for example, here there is some grass in the middle, which I forgot to delete. Okay, so here will be the end of our animation and our render will stop here. Okay, now let's hold everything. You can select it to click composition, add to render queue. So here are the settings which we have to add here. Lossless here, you have to come here. If you want to make it MP4, you have to click here to page 264. Click OK. Here it's the location. When you click on this is the location of your folder, for example, where you want to save your project, your scenes, and click save, and now they will be exported and rendered in this folder. And to click render. And now you have to wait until your cinematic is ready. So yeah, I'm using After Effects 2024. This is the first version where you can render directly in MP4. If you're with the older version, you have to come here to custom to make it QuickTime. Okay, and again to choose your folder, and after that to add it to Adobe Media Encoder to switch it to MP4 or another converter software. And yeah, this is everything you have to know about After Effects. So thank you guys for that you are here in this course, and I really appreciate it. If you have any questions, just ask me inside the comments there into the question sections, or you can write me directly in the messages. And I'm really happy to see your results at the end. You can send me there also. And if you need feedback, I will give you. So see you.